Today's podcast episode is about motivation and possibly discipline, because I'm sure you've heard that motivation doesn't last, so you have to be disciplined. And if you're new here, my name is Rachel, and this is the I'm Bringing Healthy Back podcast. And today is a Friday. After work, I'm home, I'm not going out, and I think that's great. I am not someone who lives for the weekend, and so when I'm at work, I have all of this motivation about what I'm going to get done when I go home, and I had a list. And it's light out when I'm at work, and then I drive home and I get home and it's dark, and some of that motivation really wanes. And home, like, I was working today, and it's a Friday and it's the weekend, and mentally I know I don't have to get things done today. And so what happens is I start like dreading, like, oh, I know I told myself I really wanted to do this. I was going to have time to do some of it, and I just don't really want to do it. And something I've realized and I want to put into more practice is stopping myself from overthinking it and overanalyzing it. Because the more I think about it, the more I have those thoughts in my head. I talk to myself about, I don't want to do that. I'd really rather rest. The more I do that, the less and less and less and less I have any determination to do anything on the list. And then I'm like angry with myself, and I don't even get to relax if I decide not to do the things. And so this is something that it may apply to you in day-to-day tasks of cleaning and tidying. It may be going to the gym. It may be meal planning. It may be budgeting. It may be anything in your life. This could work for bigger things too, but for me, it's kind of just day-to-day things. It is going to the gym. If I think about it too much, it's winter, it's cold outside, I get up in the morning, I have a cup of coffee, I'm still in my pajamas, I'm warm and cozy on the couch. No, I absolutely do not want to get up, put gym clothes on, go outside in the cold and go to the gym. But the more I think about it and think, oh, I don't want to do it, it gets harder for me to do it. And so it's taking your thoughts captive. If you can take your thoughts captive and shut that off, shut that part of your brain off, stop talking to yourself about it, and just go into action. So when I got home tonight, I put an audiobook on. I find putting a show on is distracting because I want to go see it. I can hear it, so I want to go see what's happening. You can do music, but I put an audiobook on, and I'm like, okay, let's just do one task. Let's put stuff away from work. Empty your lunchbox, put your my backpack away, and then it's like, we're going to take a little break and we're going to have supper. So I made some food, had it, treated myself to some dessert, and then it's like, okay, let's just go on to the next task. And it really just, tonight I was able to shut that internal negative conversation with myself off in my head and just keep taking the next step forward. I was enjoying my audiobook, and I just did the things. I vacuumed, did the dishwasher, started a load of laundry. I paid a bill. Recording this podcast was on my to-do list, and I kind of didn't want to do it. I don't even think I was going to talk about this. I was going to talk about something else, but here we are. And so I just wanted to take, I don't know how many minutes this is going to be, not super long, but to come on here and encourage you that your thoughts have an impact. You may not think it, but I'm telling you, they do. Because having that internal conversation of like, I don't want to do it, I don't want to do it, I don't want to do it. It's kind of like someone else telling you like you don't want to do that. Like, no, you don't. It's reinforcing that you don't want to do it. And yeah, of course, maybe you don't want to do it. And maybe you do need to just take a rest on a Friday. But there's a good chance that if you're listening to this, or in my case, it was 100% true that I had the time, I had the energy. I'm not like super burnt out from the work week. And a lot of the stuff that I wanted to do today is just going to open up my weekend and give me time to do the bigger tasks that take a longer amount of time, along with having time to rest. And so when you start having those thoughts of, I don't want to go to the gym, I don't want to go to the grocery store, I don't want to, become aware of those times and shut that off. Because reminding yourself that you don't wanna, it's true, it's valid, but it's reinforced. It's like putting yourself in a worse mood when you actually have to do it. So if you can take your thoughts captive, turn that voice off in your head, and it's maybe you replace it, but maybe it's just like shutting it off. Turn that switch off and just go into action. Just start doing something to progress, to move forward. And maybe this practice can be used in bigger situations. You're building a business, you're writing a book. It's like, can I take one step forward, keep taking little steps forward instead of making it a bigger thing in your head. Like going to the gym, oh my gosh, I have to go out in the cold, I have to go socialize, people are gonna see me, I have to change my clothes, and then when I gotta take a shower, gotta find something with protein in it to recover. You just kind of blow it up in your head when it really is a lot more simple than that. If you can just turn that negative voice off in your head and walk forward, take a step forward into action and get her done, like Larry the Cable Guy says. So if you're listening on podcast, be sure to follow. If you are watching on YouTube, leave me a comment. Can you relate? Do you think this is total rubbish? Let me know down in the comments, and give this video a big thumbs up if you think you'd give it a try or you think it's valid. So thanks so much for watching. Subscribe for more videos, and thank you so much for being here today.